Hi guys, we're back.
Hi.
Week 3 of the Newborn Photographer Diaries podcast. I'm Jackie.
I'm Ariel.
And we're in my studio this time.
Yeah.
So that means Ariel came down and yeah, we're back together. We just got done taking some headshots because we both needed updated headshots.
Hence the nice hair.
And makeup on us. So we're
I think mine melted off.
I don't think my husband's going to recognize me when he comes home. I don't know. We've established that I don't know how to give like sultry looks.
Neither of us, dude.
He's gonna give this.
Yours was way better than mine. Mine was like, I was gonna kill you.
I think I did say that. Please don't kill me.
You're like, you're gonna kill me.
that was fun.
That was fun.
I know that I needed new updated headshots because I did a whole like rebranding. I worked with a friend, and we came up with. So they're not a website designer, but I've never had a clear brand.
Okay.
And I kind of like, I like this color. So this month it's going to be this color. And I decided that like I need something clear, cohesive for all of my materials on my website. I need it all to be pretty.
Cohesive. And pretty. Yes.
Yeah. So I found my color palette. Yeah, we've got the wind blowing. It is so hot in my studio. It's awful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I decided I needed to come up with a brand so that I can kind of keep focused because, hello, ADHD. So along with that, my headshot that I took maybe like 4 years ago just doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit. So I've got new colors, like a color palette that will be used throughout everything. And then like typography, is that the word?
I think so.
Yeah.
The font.
And the font. Yeah, the different fonts that I have for different things. So yeah, when Ariel was going to come down, I said, I need new headshots. And Ariel was like, me too.
I think this was the third attempt to do them. We've gotten together 3 times and said we were going to do headshots. And this is the first time we actually had time to do it.
And it is awkward.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's awkward. I trust Ariel, so that was okay. Like, it felt less awkward with you than if I put my phone on a timer and just like,
and I'm gonna talk to the camera by myself, which is kind of like what we're doing right now.
So a lot of it, like I'm kind of talking to you.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of goes with what we're going to talk about today because part of the reason I'm rebranding is like I think that finally, and like knock on wood, and hopefully this doesn't change. I've come up with like this is my style. This is what I'm known for. This is what I'm comfortable with so that I don't veer off. I'm sure someday I'll want to try something different. Like a new trend comes in, I'm going to want to try it. But I think I've established my style. So I wanted like my whole brand to fit. So
which is awesome because like when you're beginning, you kind of like try everything and figure out what you like and don't like. Did you do that when you first started? Were you like, where you just did whatever the client wanted you to do?
No, I totally did that. I did that for 2 reasons. One is like there were pictures that I admired that other people had done.
Right.
And like some newborn photographers have these beautiful setups with like flowers and like they look like little mini vignettes, right? They've built for these babies and they're beautiful. So I wanted to do that. Yeah. And then I quickly was like, I can't get it to look that good. Like it's
a lot of work. And it's a lot of money.
And you have to have a good eye for it. Like I was just kind of throwing things in the wind and hoping it stuck.
Yeah.
But then also when you're starting out and you want to make money, you're like, what's trending? That's what my clients want. Yeah. Give them whatever they want. And there was no like boundary, I guess, as far as like, we're waiting for DoorDash.
Yeah.
So
we ordered cookies.
It's a necessity.
It is.
We're literally rewarding ourselves with cookies after headshots.
We literally were just talking about like wishing we would lose weight and we need to exercise and like let's just order some crumble cookies.
We need it. It's a need, not a want.
It is. It is a need. Yes.
But anyways, so I would try to like stay with the trend. So gosh, I don't even know things that I did that like the boho was really in, and I'd have clients that would like on their questionnaire be like, we want boho all white, and at first I would do it because I'm like, yep, whatever, I'm gonna get paid, that's great.
Yeah, right.
And then I quickly realized I I'm not a fan of that style. Sorry, don't come at me. I'm just not. I'm not a fan of that style in my house. I'm not a fan of like doing it. And I don't know. And mostly it's because I don't know how to put the sets together to make it look.
I mean, what exactly defines boho? Because I feel very confused when it comes towards this boho theme, because like I am not sure if I like it or dislike it, because like it's the pampas grass and it's like is it the tones or is it like the decor? What exactly is boho, or is it the editing style? Because they're like super warm.
Yeah, I think it's a combination.
Okay, because like I feel like I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. Like I like aspects of it. Like I like the colors, because like I feel like the boho colors could also be maybe misinterpreted to be like the retro rainbow colors.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
I feel like maybe they're kind of one and the same, but I don't know. I have so recently discovered I'm very out of touch with culture. So I'm like I'm in this like bubble of like I'm so sheltered. Like I don't know. Like I always said that one client that said something about the paint me like the French girl.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but she knew.
Titanic.
And I'm like, I'm out of touch.
I don't know. For me, if it's done well, I like it. Like, okay. It's appealing to the eye, but it's got to be done well. For me, I see it as like very warm, desaturated, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, look at like
more orangey.
Yeah, look at influencers. Instagram, they're like, that's boho. And like a lot of like the jute rugs and the pampas grass and whites, whites and creams and sweaters. And so it's not that I don't like it. It's just, it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to put it well, like put it together well.
Right.
Where it doesn't just look like things thrown.
Because I feel like arches and lines and like those things also can be boho.
I think so too.
Oh, and it could also be like retro.
I think, yeah. But I think that boho is like no color.
No,
I think
color.
it is.
Okay.
I think it is
just
more
like
really
orangey browns.
It's like the really natural
and
light
whites.
Wood colors.
Yeah.
And whites. And like a warmer gray, but I do feel like it's very like a desaturated warmth.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, what do you think it is?
Because apparently, like, we're not sure either.
Right. I mean, that's what I see it as.
Yeah,
but it's been such a trend that like I have had a lot of people kind of ask for that, and it's just.
Do you think that's still trending right now, or do you think? Like, what's trending right now, in your opinion?
I think that's kind of on the way out. I do.
What do you think is on the way in?
I think, honestly, and I hate to say this, the, like, unposed...
The
lifestyle-y look. And I have two thoughts on that. I don't know if that's coming into trend because of, like, it is something people like.
Mm-hmm.
Or if because lifestyle, like in my area, a lifestyle newborn session is cheaper than a studio.
Do you think it's like a budget thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's.
I think, well, it's also the cheaper route in regards to overhead too. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why photographers do a lot of lifestyle. But then I guess if they have their own studio, I mean, I guess it depends on where you're doing it. If you have like your own studio, then yeah, there's more overhead. But if you're doing it at their home, like in their lifestyle, then it's cheaper, easier.
I think so. Yeah, that's what I think is coming into trend. Just because on my own questionnaires, just this week I've had for the first time ever 2 clients ask for like more unposed, not cheesy.
Which is funny. Is like, okay, so you think posed is cheesy?
I honestly, I should have asked her. I didn't know what she
what she meant by
that, but maybe like less proppy, I guess would be the one.
Maybe.
Yeah. But I've seen 2 in this week that I have never seen before. They want unposed, and part of me, okay, if you're a client watching, like, don't take this too seriously. But part of me gets a little frustrated when I get that because I get a lot of inquiries where they've looked at my social media. Mm-hmm. And so when I get something and they're like, I found you on Instagram, or I love your style and I want to do this. And I'm like, I don't see that in my work. Like, I am posed, I am studio, and I am very upfront about that. I will say, like, this is my style. So when I get that, I'm kind of like, I almost want to say I'm not the photographer for you, because that's not what I do. And I want you to find someone that can.
Maybe they're just not educated. Like, I think a lot of like clients that don't know the photography world don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
Like posed versus unposed. Because like I try to educate when I get a client that says something like that, or a lead or something like that. I try to tell them like everything that I do is posed. Like everything. Yeah. Even an unposed photographer, they're still posing you, but there's prompts that make it look unposed.
Yeah.
But there's nothing, because like if I just let you or your baby do whatever the heck you wanted to do, the picture's not gonna look good.
No. I mean, at the end of one of those sessions, we did. Just so you know, there's a little foot here.
There's a child.
It's bring your child to work day.
Yeah.
Kick the table. It shakes. Yeah, I there is posing. You can't at the end of that one of those. At the end of one of those sessions, so it was falling apart, and so I was like, "Here, Mom, if you sit here, just hold baby's head and butt, like pat, like maybe even if she looks at me."
And that was that crying picture.
Yeah, so she was very much unposed, and it looked okay. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you think? What trend do you think is coming in? First of all, what trend do you think is in right now?
Well, I think the simple, like, but that's our world.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm very, and I think it's a good thing, as I'm very tunnel vision. I don't pay attention to anyone else really. And I don't follow a lot of like other people. So what I see is what I think is in, and I think that's more like the simple, with some textures, naturals, and things like that. But that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
So I'm not a good answer to that question. But I do think, like you said, lifestyle for sure.
Yeah.
Is in there. And then, I don't know, because like in my area, it's different. People
it is
want
very different.
posed.
Yeah.
Like, because people come to me because they want posed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a good question for like what everyone else thinks.
Yeah. What do you think? What trend do you see in your area, and do you think it's different in all areas, or do you think it's kind of like
it might be an area based thing?
Yeah.
Because up there where I live, I'm the only posed newborn photographer.
Yeah.
Within quite a large radius. Like there's a couple others, but they're like towns over.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get people coming to me for that.
We had to have a DoorDash break.
Yes.
We'll probably have another one, but just, you know.
I hope so. I'm really wanting those. But anyway, we were talking about like what we think is trending right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm just oblivious, and I just pay attention to what me and you are doing.
And I live in a much bigger area. So I'm seeing like different photographers who are getting busier, and I'm seeing more questioning, like if I can do this or not. But I've been trying to stick to what I like and what I know.
Yeah.
And like
what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
And same with me. And I do feel lucky that I am in a smaller area that doesn't have as many things going on. However, I do wish we had DoorDash up there. That would be weird. But photographer wise though, like there's one that's really good with the filmy cinematic look. There's like several that are really good with weddings. I don't know if it's becoming huge or if it's just like if it's always been there.
I think it's becoming huge. Not in the newborn photography world. I don't think that would work in our world. Maybe like lifestyle,
like families and weddings.
Yeah,
and
there's so many people in my area that like that's what they're marketing themselves as, like filmy, and it's not my taste.
I mean, I like it. I mean, it's pretty to look at, but it's not something I would actually.
And that's the thing with trends that I think is hard, because I used to be what you'd call like a trend follower, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want my family pictures to look like this because this is it. But I feel like maybe as I become older and more like of a curmudgeon, I'm just like, that's not me. Like if I were to get family pictures taken, I don't want them to be green. And that's what I see in those like filmy, it's just green to me.
Yeah.
I want it to be warm and emotive and like gooey almost looking.
I like a bold, like contrasty, like real life colors.
Yeah.
With like a slight warmer
tint
to it.
I think we have, they're the same person.
Honestly,
so
yeah, I think we're very similar.
But yeah, and I talked about, before DoorDash came, props. And I think, unfortunately, super proppy props are going out. I do think,
which I wish they wouldn't, because I feel like posing in a prop is almost easier.
It is. And when you have a really fussy baby, it's a way to get good variety.
Yeah. Even though, like, I really hate when, not to, like, I'm not going to call anybody out, obviously, because I don't remember anyone's names. But, like, I really don't. But, like, sometimes in our group or just other newborn photographers, they'll post, like, a whole bunch of photos from their session. I'm like, this looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Just, wash and repeat with different styling. Yeah. But, like, the baby was in the exact same pose, exact same style. The only changes were, like, the colors, the prop that they were in, and, like, the decor around the baby.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, all these photos look identical.
Do you think clients notice that?
I think it depends, like, circle back to your pricing structure. Like, if you have a package where you're like, they can get all the photos or whatever, I don't think they care.
Yeah.
But if they are buying individual photos and it's a lot of money per photo, then they see that, because I feel all my clients can tell if something looks like another photo.
Got it.
Or if it looks like a duplicate in any way. That's why I, like, try to make everything different. Yeah. Every pose, every, like, color, everything is different.
Yeah.
And so I think I don't know, it depends on how you're structuring and how you're selling, I think.
So I'm not IBS. We've discussed this before.
Yeah.
But I know for my own sake, I want a gallery when I look at it. I don't care if they pick the pictures or not. So with mine, they get to pick their pictures. So there is a little bit of, like,
right,
it's not getting everything. But I like for me to look at a variety. So I think I was setting up a session with you last week, which I wish you could share. I know you can't.
No, I can't share
the color scheme was amazing. So how I normally do is I'll pick, like, 3 to 4 colors. Oh, here we go. We're gonna see. Photo bomber's gonna come in.
Okay.
I pick 3 to 4 colors, and as
long as you're okay with him being on YouTube,
I'm fine with it. I pick 3 to 4 colors, and what I'll do is I try to do, like, one table pose or, like, or dog bed, I guess, like, but wrapped or unwrapped in one color, and then the same color going into, like, a prop pose of some sort.
Yeah.
And I do that for all 4 colors. But then I get a variety of, so on the table, if it's a wrap session only, well, I'll do, like, egg wrap on the table, and it will be all monochromatic, and then I'll put it, like, in a bowl and have the same color, but, different setup around it. So,
which was really fun to style with you to see how you did it versus how, like, I normally do it. And it was very, like, I felt like I gave them a way bigger variety.
Oh, really?
Yeah. With the way that, like, you incorporated different things in each thing. I don't know. Like, I definitely feel like I gave them a lot more than I would normally. And it worked out to my advantage.
Well, good. We can virtually style it. But it was just a fun color palette. It was a fun color palette to work with.
They had a lot
because they weren't afraid of color.
No,
I get a lot here that I think that kind of ties it to the trend, like the boho. I think that's big here in Grand Rapids right now. That lifestyle of boho. I think it's starting to merge, to be quite honest.
Okay.
I
always considered boho to be lifestyle. Like, I never thought of boho in any way else.
I always think of boho like reclamation dresses and, like, and then no color. Like, I just feel like it's just very
lots of browns,
beige,
oranges.
sad beige baby. I'm sorry. I just see it's just not my thing. Yeah. I like color. I do. Yeah. I do like more of the earthy tones with color. So I think it does kind of, it can be mixed, I guess, with lifestyle. But so.
And I guess that can kind of, like, go into, like, style, because we mentioned how you found your style.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm trying to.
Really?
It's kind of ridiculous. But I think it's because, like, I'm too focused on, he's just doing circles. I think it's because, like, I still focus a lot on trying to please my clients and doing what they want it to look like versus how I do it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still want my clients to be happy.
Yeah.
I think I'm just at a point that like, if I got somebody who wanted something way outside of the box, that I'm okay enough to say I'm not for you.
Yeah.
A lot of the trends are very similar to what I have. So like, well, you just talked about like maternity client wanting a bunch of furniture. If I had a client coming in and saying, giving me inspo pics from somebody else's page with a bunch of different props that I don't have, that I wouldn't, that's not my style, that's the person I would say, I'm not for you.
Right.
I have had it before where they wanted more boho, and I would send them like, here's what I have. If this is what you're thinking, if this isn't what you're thinking, that's when I would have been like, then this person's really good at that. You should go to them.
Absolutely.
I make it very clear though, when somebody that's like an inquiry comes in, that like, if you want to send me screenshots of my work that you like, I want them my work, because
I like that you do that. I don't do that. I really should.
Yeah.
Because it would be really helpful. I do have like questions and stuff like that on like colors and if they have prop choices or anything like that, but I don't ask for photos, and I should.
And it's in the questionnaire that I send them. And I'm like, if you have any inspo that you want to send me, please screenshot it from my, and I have it underlined and in bold, my
I like that.
Instagram or Facebook. So are there any trends that you do love that maybe you don't do?
I don't know. Once again, I feel like I'm oblivious.
See, and I think I'm so close. I love the monochromatic look. Like,
yeah, but like what we love is what we're trying to do.
Right. And I don't think I'm there yet, though.
No?
I think what I would love to do one day for milestone is be like, I have these 4 colors to my clients. Like, these are your color choices.
And pick one of those colors.
Yep. And then I will have everything that's matching.
Mm-hmm.
So like pink, I like more of like the mauvey pink.
Right.
So I already do this. Like, if I have a client that wants a cake smash and they want pink, I do it on the Newborn Nerds. Is it Mayberry
something? Yeah.
So it is more of a mauvey pink.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I want to pick out a blue, and I want that to be the blue that I have, I don't have any other blues. You can't choose like, this is the blue. I do have their white froth, I think it is. So I have the box in froth and the backdrop in froth, and I do like my milestone minis on those.
Mm-hmm.
But I want that to be like, you want white neutral, that's what you get. And I want to add some like outfits to go with that, so they can choose their outfits. But like, that's it.
I've added so many things to my cart for that, and I can never choose. And then the majority of the time, they're out of stock anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and that's another thing that like keeps me from wanting to buy a lot, is like, it's like a feast or famine. Every time you want to go buy something, it's never in stock. And the second it is in stock, it's like,
okay, so
that's gone within a minute. And I'm like, oh, this is too stressful.
I have a question for you then. Because that, like, I think that's an indicator of what is trending, at least, right?
At least for photographers.
Do you want to be a trendsetter where you're like, I'm just either sticking to what I love and do regardless if it's on trend, or do you want to be like, this is trending now, I want to be the best at that trend?
I'm conflicted there as well. I'm really like, I'm hoping someone can relate, and I'm not the only one, but I feel very much like a follower most of the time, and I don't want to be. Like, I want to be a trendsetter. I want to be someone that someone will look up to and want to follow, like how everyone wants to do with you.
Stop it.
I want to like one day get there, but
you are there. Sorry.
I don't feel like it. Like,
well,
I feel like I'm being a follower most of the time, but I think that's just like our journey to like figure out what we want and what we want to do, is we have to follow in a way. And that's, I think that's the same for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And being a creative person, like, I feel like I'm not imaginative at all. Like, I don't know what, I struggle with ideas. I struggle with creativity. I struggle with imagining things. And then like will talk and like you say that you see something in your head and you want to recreate it. I'm like, I don't see that.
Yeah.
And I feel like
things like
I find
mountain thing with all like the pretty little layers.
But that doesn't strike very often. Like, I can have those moments, but they don't happen for every session. They don't happen every week. It's more like their story inspired me, and I sparked an idea. But I think a lot of my ideas are just also things that I've seen, and I like that idea. I'm going to recreate it, or I'm going to do my version of it. Which I completely forgot the question at this point.
No, you're good.
But I think that's like, I feel like I'm mainly a follower most of the time, whether I am or not, but that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And like, I want to eventually become a trendsetter, but I just don't think I'm there yet.
Would you, or do you take clients that want something that's a little different than what you offer as far as like your styling?
So normally, like during the conversation period, they don't typically ask me to do anything specific. But if they do, I will tell them like how I do things, and then if they want something different, then I will say like, well, I'm probably not a good fit. Like this person would be better. Just similar to what you said that you do.
Yeah.
But truthfully, it doesn't happen that often, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Except recently with this maternity client, which I'm really feeling some pressure on. But I don't want to talk about clients on here.
Like, do you feel pressured to follow certain trends?
I feel pressure to, I don't think to follow certain trends, but like to be a certain level. I feel like sometimes I'll have people that have expectations that aren't realistic.
Yeah.
And like that adds pressure.
Yeah.
I think. And then I equally put pressure on myself, because like I want to do better every single time. Like every session I want to do better, and that just like, at what point can I just say I'm good enough? And just
can I tell you it's good enough? Does that help?
I mean, no.
I mean, if I can't, then
I don't. I'm
going to brag on our friend Ariel here, who just had her best sales month ever. We won't go into numbers, and she deserves to be bragged on for that, because that's amazing. And
thank you.
So you've made it. Sorry, you made it.
But I think like always wanting to do better is a good thing.
Oh, I definitely agree.
But it definitely adds to the pressure and to the anxiety of this job.
A lot.
Yes. How about you?
What about the trends?
Yeah. Like same question.
Yeah, I'd like to believe I'm a trendsetter. I don't think I am. I think,
but you totally are.
I think I do the same thing you do. I see things and I'm like, ooh, I really like that. Mm-hmm. And I do think like, now that I've gotten far enough into this and I've gotten into a style that I'm comfortable with, I do see things that I like that might be a different style, mm-hmm. that I want to put my spin on it. So I feel like my style is simple, monochromatic. I think that's really where my work shines. Mm-hmm. When I start to add more into it, then I think it's not I don't see it as my work, and I get frustrated with it. So I don't know if I would be a trendsetter in that sense, because I am following somebody else's work, but I'm making it my own.
Yeah.
I don't know, putting my own spin on it. It doesn't happen a lot. I'm trying to think of a specific example. Oh, okay. So there's a photographer pretty well known. She's an educator. And she has noticed, just like we have, that there's like a very big shift to this like unposed, which if you're somebody who's not a photographer and you're listening to this and you're like, oh yeah, unposed. Unposed is not unposed. You like Ariel said, you can never just put a baby down and
let them do their thing.
They look like little aliens. Like they just do.
Yeah.
So there is always an element of posing a baby or a person or whatever to unposed approach. But that's a tangent. And anyways,
there's a whole nother episode.
She is a well-known photographer. She noticed this. And so she's been making her setups to look more lifestyle-y. So she's done this, like, I think it's becoming something big now, the wrinkly blanket, where they like bunch up the blankets that are like stretched tight. So I did take that and worked it into a couple of my own setups, and I tried it on the table, and I liked it. It was fine. I did think on the table it took away from baby a little bit for me. Like that's one of those, like, that's that photographer's style and they're good at it, and I try it and it's like, But I have started taking now like a blanket, and I got the Hello Little Wheat basket, which Thank you for bringing that down. It's my favorite prop right now.
Oh, yay.
And the first time I did it, I was like, this parent wanted an unposed session. And I told them ahead of time, like, you've got a wrap session. Like, this isn't going to be unposed, but I will try to make things look like they're not stiff, I guess. Right.
Yeah.
So I was like looking at this wheat basket and I said, if I put a potato, I love the potato in there, but like, how can I make this look natural, I guess? So I was like, it looks kind of like a laundry basket. So I took one of my fuzzier wraps and I just kind of like bunched it up underneath, put the wheat basket on top of it, and then put baby and potato in there. And it looked like baby was in a laundry basket. But it made sense to my brain, I guess.
Yeah.
And then just this Sunday, I had another client who wanted more of an unposed approach, and I was like, I'll do the same thing. I started out on the table with this pink fabric bunched, and baby, we needed to go to plan B.
She had other opinions.
Yeah, we had plan B, plan C. So like my whole like session flow had to change, and which meant I had to take off the wrinkly wrap or wrinkly backdrop off of my dog bed to go to the backdrop that was underneath it because we had to like go out of order.
Right.
I threw it on the floor like we do in sessions. We're just like, it's going everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I just put the basket on top of it so that it was there while I was taking pictures on the dog bed. And I looked and I was like, this looks so cool, like on the floor. It was on like my floor mat, wood floor mat. And I said, I think I'm going to do this and just kind of throw it on my floor mat and take the picture with her on there. And so I did. And it's just, there are things I would change about how it's like, it's bunched up to look messy. It needs to be more intentionally messy, but
messy.
I love it. So that was like a trend, I think, something that's coming into trend that I took and kind of put my own spin on it.
I love it when you did those, the wrinkly under the basket. I love it. I don't know, like I screenshot your stuff all the time.
Well, good, because
she's my inspo.
I love it because you're mine. So,
which is hilarious because then you're just inspiring yourself,
right? We just inspire each other, okay? I love it. Back and forth relationship.
It's a back and forth. Yes. I do think like I need to get out of my own head sometimes, and I think I want to find some creative inspiration.
It's really, really hard
to
try new things when you have a pink.
Oh, for sure.
And that's the thing. And part of this, like finding or even experimenting with new trends, it's hard when you have paying clients.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't work out, that could be like one less setup. You could have a really good baby and you're just adding something else in there.
Yeah.
And it's not going to like
if that happens, like I do that.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, your baby's fantastic. Can I do something else? And then like, oh
right.
I get all excited.
So do you think clients find like, because I do think, even though I have my style, and it's my style because I feel like that's where I'm comfortable, and you can tell in my work that's where I'm comfortable at. But trends are always going to be there, right? They're going to come in and out, and trends are very much client motivated, right? By them asking for certain things, or even not booking you because
you're
not
one different look.
Where do you think they get their inspiration, like clients?
Probably just social media, like what they're following, what they're drawn to. It's all about like what draws you in and what you think aesthetically looks good. Do you think
they're driven more by like popularity? Like, everybody's doing this, or that's what I really like?
Probably a combination of both, I think. But my goal is to always do timeless. I want it to be timeless. I want them to be able to like look at it in 15, 20 years and be like, that still looks really good.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think here where I'm at, there's a lot more people. So there's like those clicks, right?
Yeah.
And they're like whatever their friends are doing and posting on social media. That's what they're gonna do. And I've seen that. And to be honest, like at one point I had gotten into one of these mom circle cliques. And so like I was hired by like the whole friend group, and that was cool. I mean, but I didn't feel like every single one of those clients booked me because they love my work. I think some of them booked me because so and so booked me, and
they're just following.
They're just kind of following.
I think that's like that was something I was trying to remember, is followers versus leaders. And I think when we're in this field, I think a lot of us are actually followers, and some of them feel maybe shamed for being a follower. And I think that sometimes people are afraid to post their work because they feel like maybe they'll be shamed for being a follower and not being their own. But I think in this kind of, in a creative type of field like this, you have to be a follower in some ways.
For sure. I think that's how new trends come out.
Well, and that's how you also find yourself. Yeah. Like how you find what you like and what you don't like.
For sure.
Like how you said you tried the wrinkly fabric and you didn't really like it on the table, but you liked it on the floor. Like you have to try things in order to know what you want to do. But I just want to like put that out there. Like, please don't feel shamed, or don't let anyone make you feel shamed for being a follower. Because I'm very much a follower, and I'll fully admit it and I'll own it, because like that's how I
am too. I see things that I like, and
the
wrinkly blanket wasn't my concept.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
But don't feel ashamed for trying a new trend and seeing what you like. But I definitely think, like, probably profit-wise, following a trend is a good idea in some ways, shape, or form.
I think making it your own. Like, I really want to like emphasize what you're saying. I still think you're kind of being a follower by taking a trend and making it your own. But I think it is really important that you're not trying to copy paste, because I think you get frustrated.
Yeah.
Because if you can't, unless you're amazing and you can recreate any type of style that is put in front of you, which, I mean, if you are, can you comment? Because I don't know anybody who is. Like, I don't. I think then you get frustrated with yourself and your work. And then, like we talked about last week, you kind of spiral into that imposter syndrome. Yeah. But I do think if you follow something, you follow a trend or a certain photographer who might be trending and you like their work, you can see things. It's a good learning experience to see, like, what did I like about their picture? Like, to not pick it apart, but just kind of like, did I like the way they're posed? Is it the lighting I like? Is it the editing I like? Is it the setup? And to say, okay, once you identify those factors, how do I make this my own? Well, like, this photographer and I are very different lighting styles.
Yeah.
And kind of a little bit editing styles, similar. But I made it my own by that, and by doing it a little differently with like a prop or whatever.
And don't get me wrong, like, you don't copy and paste them just to copy them, but like, use it as a learning tool, use it as like a inspiration. Don't like plagiarize, if that's a thing in photography, but like, you want to it's a good idea to try and copy, but make it your own and learn from it and use it as a growth tool versus stealing someone's work, I guess. Like, don't get me wrong.
I think the more you do that, and the more you dabble in trying new things, whether it's like having a model called so you have the time to do that, time and space, or having really great babies. If you have great babies, please send them my way. Where you can try things. I think that's when you start to really become confident in your work, because it is your work, and then you can find out. It's almost like finding out who you are, right?
Yeah.
Self-discovery. Yeah. So then you can find out, like, I really shine when I do this. This is where, and then once you can even like stand on that, you're confident in your work. And then that is easier for you to say, like, this is not my client. Like,
but that takes years.
It does.
That can take years. I mean, some people are just gifted, and it's just immediate, and they're golden, which I think is, rare, and probably like a prodigy. But it takes years, and that's just like my point, like before, is giving yourself grace and letting yourself discover those things, and don't feel like you can be shamed by that. Just don't like blatantly copy those. That's what I'm also trying to get at.
I get a little irritated sometimes when I'll post a picture, and I think part of my thing is I just post way more than you do. Like,
you
some
do.
Things
You
fall
really
flat.
do.
Like, you keep saying, like, you're everybody's inspiration. I'm just annoyingly posting.
And I just don't. I don't know what to
should do. Like a little experiment. Annoyingly post and see what happens.
But you're like creative with your words. I feel like it'll just be the pictures and no words, because like I can do that.
We can do that.
Like, there's a photographer that I actually follow. I really love her stuff. And I check her social media all the time, but she literally just puts her website and then her pictures. There's no caption to any single photo.
At some point, we need to get into like a marketing one and talk about that, because I am just curious if I'm wasting time.
I know, and I'm like, maybe
it seems like today I was just like Monday already. Like, that's really creative. Yeah,
I can only say this baby is so cute so many times.
What a cutie! I had such a good session. Yeah. Now we got to serious business. Are there what is a trend from the past that you absolutely love in newborn photography? It could be like a pose, an editing style.
It's an editing style, and it's where everything is great but the flower on their head.
Oh, yes. And it's like a really big flower.
It's a really big flower, yes.
And
like, it eats that child up.
I did just have a request for a big bow.
Oh my gosh. Are you gonna do it?
Yeah,
of course.
I told them I don't have big bows, so if they want one, they have to bring it.
I did one with a tutu once, and I was like, oh, cringeworthy. But then when I actually did it, I'm like, this is actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it'd be the style where everything is black and white except the bow.
So that's how I can tell a newbie in a group. You're like, oh yeah, you're new. You're new here.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome
to self-loathing.
No, what about you? What is the trend that you...
Okay, so this is funny because the thing that I think of when I think of not timeless, and it was a trend when my son was born, and I went to like, it wasn't JCPenney, but like a cheapo place for his newborn pictures, is when they put the baby on dad's hand. It's just like the hand and the baby.
Didn't we talk about this in episode 1? Because we both have that same photo.
Maybe, or it might have been the trending podcast that we did like 3 weeks ago. That never gonna say light.
Maybe.
But it is that. But I will say, this last weekend, I did one, and I just turned the arm a little. So the inspiration from Mom was baby on the arm. Dang. When she showed me, I was like, whoa, I don't know about that. So I changed it. This is where I changed it, and I brought baby in, and then had dad.
I actually did that pose with a model call a few weeks ago.
Did this, and then did the snuggle, and I really liked it. And it's probably going to be a trending thing coming up, and
I'm going to have to show you the one I did, because I literally did that
same
pose like a month or so ago.
It's going to be the new trend.
Yeah, I did it a month ago with a model call, because I wanted to try different parent posing.
Yeah.
Because I was so sick of the same thing. And since you bring up posing like that, the other one that I really don't like is where like it's backlit, and the one parent's holding the head and the other parent's holding the feet, and it looks like baby's about to fall.
I hate that.
I'm like,
if you're doing a backlit, don't do that. Put baby's head on dad's chest or mom's.
Yeah.
Usually dad's, because they're taller.
Safety first.
And have them just and then just get their heads. Like, just.
Yeah. But like the one where like the baby is like in the middle and they're so far away. I'm like, that's so scary.
No. And it's just, it just doesn't look intentional. It's just like, here, go.
Yeah. That would be one pose that I think needs to just disappear. What is yours?
Let us know.
Please tell us.
And then, so to follow up that question, is there a trend from the past that you really liked and you kind of hope comes back in style, like clients start asking for it?
I never thought of that. Not in a million years. I never thought. But I guess like one thing that I think would be kind of fun to recreate is like an Ann Getty's with the sunflower hat. I think that's really cute.
Yeah.
I might want to do that. But that's like a milestone one, not necessarily a newborn one. But the Ann Getty's with the sunflower. And then there is one that it's not old, and I think it's from this Felty maker made a mandrake hat. So this kind of goes into the whole Ann Getty's thing.
Yeah.
But they're holding this screaming baby above a bucket that says the mandrake thing, because I'm a big Harry Potter fan. And it was like
surprise, me too.
Yeah. And they're holding a screaming baby, like that's just like all arms and legs in the mandrake hat, and it was something about beware of the screaming mandrake. And it was hysterical. I'm like, that would be cute. But that was actually
I would like to get that Felty hat. Do that.
Yeah.
I think you'd have really good luck getting a screamy baby as opposed to
like gosh, right? Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, I really like that sunflower thing, Ann Getty's thing.
I think that's really classic. I don't know why it went outside.
I don't.
Maybe because the setups are too like there's a lot
themey
maybe. So could you make that? I bet you could make that really simple.
Yeah. I don't know, like just a solid back,
like a monochromatic
with the sunflower hat.
Okay, so now I think there's a modest.
That's the exact one I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yep. You need to get that.
I plan on it.
Now.
What about you?
Okay, so a trend that I think that I love. Okay, so this is something I'm not great at, and I think it is still trending, but as I say, I'm not great at it. I want to get really good at macros, and I like but I feel like
fantastic.
Yeah, that's a lot. I feel like I would like to. I feel like I'd like to add that. I feel like when I try to, I'm too clunky and slow at it. And I don't know where to add it in my flow where it makes sense, where I could nail it every time. I think I would really like black and whites to come back into.
Yeah.
I think by black and white, and they are, I guess it's not a trend that's out, but it's not one that's like,
yeah,
people really like. I really like the black and white.
I feel like a lot of people don't like black and white anymore.
Yeah.
And it's very rare that I get someone that says that they want black and white.
Yeah. I always deliver black and whites for families. Like, they get color and black and white without asking.
So do you do that with every photo?
No, just the families.
See, I don't do that.
If I have like on a white background a baby and there's enough contrast, then I'll do it in black and white too. But
I only do that with details and mugshots.
Yeah.
I'll do color and black and white.
I do all the family posing. So that's my backlit, and it's like on my backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do color and black and white, and then my details are always just black. No, those are color and black and white. Okay. My mugshots are always just black and white. But
I was doing them just black and white, but I since added color just because I had a past client from like many years ago, and she posted a picture, and because we're friends on Facebook, and she had a colored mugshot, like massively printed on her wall, and I'm like, oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah, so I think I would like to see black and whites, like specific. I honestly dream of one day having a client want just a gallery of black and whites.
I had one that did that. Like, she wanted nothing but tight, intimate, not looking at the camera, black and whites, and I'm like, you're my dream client. Yeah. And of course her gallery was gorgeous.
And I think it'd be cool to do I call it a mini session, and that's gonna be our next topic. I think it'd be cool to offer like a mini session of just backlit. So your whole family would be backlit.
Oh, that's another trend. Backlit versus not backlit.
Yeah, there we go. I think there's not a lot of pressure on me for backlit.
Do you get a lot of people that prefer backlit?
No. In fact, I had a couple clients, my last 2 clients for newborn. I always do backlit for my families. I start backlit, and then I kind of the way my light goes, kind of transition into like the normal stuff. And I walk my clients through that. I'm always like, okay, we're going to start with backlit. And I kind of explain why. And for me, really, it's because people aren't comfortable in front of the camera. Like most people aren't. And so by starting with backlit, they get a little comfortable with the flash. They don't have to look at me. They're looking at their baby. And you can kind of see that like as we're going. And then by the time we move to the front, they're used to getting the direction from me. So it's not like...
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I do it the exact opposite. Backlit's the last, and I'll ask them, do you want any backlit shots? And they typically have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm like, okay, let me show you. And then every time I go through the ordering appointment, they never want the backlit shot, except the one family profile one, occasionally. Otherwise, they say no to all the others.
Really?
Yeah.
So usually they choose at least one backlit in their gallery. But this weekend, I did have a dad who was like, when I was walking, they're like, okay, we do backlit. This is why we do it. We're going to start with mom. I don't know about you guys. I kind of over talk with my clients, but I like letting them know, like, this is the step. This is what we're doing. And sometimes giving the explanations so that they
know what to expect.
Most of the time their eyes are glazed over and they're like, do whatever. Just make it look good. But this time the dad was like, well, we don't need that. And I was like, no, I mean, we're doing it. So
you don't got a choice.
It's happening. I just am telling you it's happening. A little bit better when I told
right, obviously not in those exact words.
Yeah. But I just think it'd be cool to have like mini session backlit. I did like my nephew's. I took his 3rd birthday pictures, and I did when they did a couple brother pictures. I had them hold hands, and they're like 5 and 3. So I had them hold hands. I just did a couple backlits, and I had them like hold hands, touch foreheads, like, and it turned out really cute. And they're like older kids. So I thought that'd be kind of cool to just say, we're just doing backlit. You get 5 minutes.
Right.
But I also thought like a macros and mugshot mini session for people who might not be able to afford newborn sessions. It's like,
but do you do macros with every session?
I want to. I don't. I don't know how to fit it into my sessions. Well, that makes sense. I've started to try to fit. I'll always fit the hand one in if we have like a settled baby in relaxed or egg or something. I always get that one.
Right.
So I've gotten really good at including that one. The ears I can get, but like the fist one like this is really hard for me to get. And this one, if they're not behaving.
So what I do is I'll do the hands and feet one after I've done mug shots. I'll do them with mug shots. And then that one I typically do while I'm doing the backlit. Because typically they'll be holding them like this, and so their head will be tipped back a little bit. If they're sleeping when I do mug shots, then I'll do them with mug shots too, or I'll crisscross wrap them and prop them up and do it. But typically that's when I'll do the back. I'll do that when they're doing backlit.
So that's what I'm doing.
And then like the one where their hands are on their chest or anything like that, that's when I do egg wrap, which I think it would help if you move your table away from your wall, and then you can spin your light behind the table. I just recently started doing that where like if I try to do the egg wrap on a neutral color, which is another photographer that I really love and follow, where she does all her macros with a different color, not white or black.
Oh, really?
It's like with another color, and it actually looks fantastic.
I don't know if I can jump on that.
I'll have to show you who I'm talking about. I think it looks really good. I didn't think it would, but I think it looks gorgeous. But yeah, she'll do that like the egg wrap with the hand on the chest or anything like that, and do lips and ears and stuff like that. But she includes other color. So, she's also very monochromatic and solid colors for every set.
What you're talking about.
It's really pretty, actually.
I feel like in my mind that'd be hard because I like them in black and white.
Yeah.
So like that for me, like if you get like a maybe blue might work, but like a green.
But she does them in color. Yeah, she does them in color. I will show you what I'm talking about, but she's fantastic. He's okay. We have a microphone, so it's probably gonna cut it out. Anyway.
If you hear my son, I apologize.
It's real life for moms and for business owners.
And I think I talked to Ariel, like most of my childcare girls are college, and I think they're done. I think they're ready to go back to college and live the college life. And,
they're done working for the summer.
Yeah, which I wish I could. But anyways, I think we've really covered this topic well.
Yeah.
I want to know too we've asked you already, like if there were any trends from the past that you wish never come back, but also let us know if there are trends from the past that you want to come back or you want to see being more trendy, the styles that maybe aren't necessarily gone. Like black and whites aren't gone, they'll never be gone, but they're not like sought after. So are there any styles that you're hoping come into a huge trend?
And what are you predicting?
Yeah.
So like what are you predicting a trend to happen? And I think for me, AI prediction, like for the trends, use of AI is definitely gonna
I thought of a trend that I hate.
AI?
Digital backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry if you I have not seen, maybe it's just because I have not seen someone do it like super good.
Yeah.
He's reading us Brown Bear. I haven't ever seen someone do it where I couldn't tell. It always looks fake to me.
Yeah.
Like the one with the baby on the elephant's trunk. To me, I'm like, that would in no place in this world ever happen. So let's just not do it. Or there are people who are taking like the AI backgrounds and making them, and you see like the fox curled around the basket and it looks like a cartoon fox. And I'm like, no, that's not for me.
And that would definitely be something that's not timeless.
Yeah,
I think for sure.
It's just not for me. And if you do it, great. If your clients love it, awesome.
Yeah.
It's just not something I see myself ever doing.
Mm-hmm. No, and I think as a prediction for next year, it's just going to be more and more prevalent, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to end this here since we have this little kid over here talking.
We're going to record him reading Brown Bear.
Yeah. So please comment below and tell us what you think of current trends, past trends, like future trends. What do you think on this topic? And
maybe we'll put a poll in our stories too.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good idea.
We probably should have done that before we did this podcast.
We could.
We could have.
We did ask that question though before we did the one 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I think it was pretty across the board though that people do think boho is big right now. And they do see lifestyle becoming the new trend. And which that makes sense. We're all kind of in the same little world, so we're seeing things.
Yeah.
One thing, so before we end, sorry, my mom owns a coffee shop, and she has for, how old am I now? 33 years.
Like, how old am I?
And like, what I have noticed from watching her, it's a different industry, but as much as we want to stay with our trends, like she has had to adjust to some trends so that she can still stay relevant. Her business is a little different where she does need to bring in more clients per day to stay open. So it's a little different than what we have. But I do want to say as like a final note, like even if you're not a trend follower, you still need to stay relevant to your clients. So that doesn't mean doing trends you hate, but it does mean maybe taking elements from that trend that will fit into your style.
Right.
So that you are staying relevant to your clients.
Yeah.
Because if you just stay and do what you're doing forever, like maybe one day the monochromatic look is going to be the baby in the hand. Like, truthfully.
And then suddenly we don't have any clients.
Yeah.
So 100%. I agree with that for sure.
Yeah. So that's my ending note.
I like that ending note. It's perfect.
So stay true to yourself, but still explore a little bit and try to like add new elements in.
Yeah. Always practicing, playing around just to keep yourself relevant and see what you like. And don't ever make yourself do something you don't like. Yeah. And don't copycat, but also copy to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that makes sense.
I hope you can hear us over Brown Bear Brown.
Yes. And I'm sorry if it was distracting at all, but he's super stinking cute. So
it's life.
It's life.
We're momtographers. I hate that
momtog. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Comment, subscribe, like, I don't know, all the things you need to do.
Share.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
And we'll let you go.
Bye.
Bye.